Hey guys, this is Melissa Stockman, a licensed nurse in Long Island, New York, which is midway between the Hamptons and New York City. I'm coming in, it's late night here in New York, but I have clients in Europe and it's different time zones. I've been asked to maybe simplify what I do. What I do is so complex, but it's very easy for my clients. And I'll explain it as if I was explaining it to a fifth grader. Okay, our bodies. Oh, hey, Mark. I was just going to come on and explain the complexity of what I do in simple words as if you're a fifth grader. So, although what I do is quite complex, but it's very, very simplistic for my clients, it's like this. Our bodies weren't meant to live this long. In the 1920s, we were only living like to 50 years old, which is half of what we are today. Nowadays, people are living to over 100. So our bodies were not built to not only live twice as long, but also combat things that we didn't have years ago, right? We have all this free radical damage from cell phones, microwaves, insecticides, pesticides, millions of airplanes, and that accumulates, that garbage, in our body in our lifetime. And we can't get rid of it as quick as it accumulates, especially nowadays with all those insecticides, pesticides, microwaves, cell phone towers, airplanes. You know, there used to be one car in a household, if that. Now there's like 3 or 4. So these bad things accumulate in our body and we can't get rid of them. This is garbage. And it's like never taking out the garbage in your own home, right? And we used to have our own vitamins, our own soldiers that used to fight and combat this damage. And over the years, our soldiers in our body, they kind of die off, right? We used to make a lot of our own vitamins, our own antioxidants. And over the years, our bodies get tired and it's not making the defenses we used to. So all this bad stuff accumulates in our body and it's hard to get rid of. And one of the things I do is I help simply, naturally, but simply activate your body to do what it used to when you were younger. And once you do that, then a lot of times your symptoms go away and your need for medications or meds is less. So these bad accumulate in our body. Our garbage men are getting old and tired in our body, and the soldiers are getting old and they're dying off, and we need to replace them. So one of the things I do is I activate this little pathway in your body, and that makes your body produce more of its own antioxidants. And that's like one of those little soldiers fighting a million of the bad soldiers, right? A million of the bad free radicals. So I help your body make more of the good soldiers, and each one can fight a million of the bad. And that's even so much more potent than a vitamin, right? If you take a vitamin, one of those good soldiers can only fight one of those bad free radical soldiers. But when you make your own, one of those soldiers can fight a million of the bad free radicals. That's one of the ways I help you kind of reverse time from the inside out. And another way is we have these little gasoline stations in our cells called these mitochondria, and they're like energy powerhouses of the cells, right? And over the years, they don't last as long as the rest of us. So these little energy sources in the cells kind of die off, and we need them for energy in our cells. And these cells are in every organ in every body, and they die off. And another thing I help you do is activate your body to actually produce more of these mitochondria, which are these energy sources of the cells. And they're in every organ in every body, more so in your brain and your heart. And they take the food energy and convert it into energy the cells can use. And that's very important. It deals with the whole genetics and DNA and RNA. And a third way that I help you, and I will describe it to you guys like a fifth grader, is this garbage accumulates in our body, right? From all these insecticides, pesticides, cell phone towers. And we can't get rid of this garbage. And our body's like our house. If you never took out the garbage in your house, it's not going to be that good, right? It's going to smell, work really bad. So the third way I help your body is I help your body recycle the garbage men, these sirtuins. And the garbage men get rid of all the garbage. So I help your body, one, create more soldiers, which each one of my soldiers fights a million of the bad free radical soldiers. 2 is I help your body increase the number of energy stations in your cells. And 3 is I help your garbage men get recycled so you can take out more garbage and toxins quicker. So that's my interpretation of what I do as if I'm talking to a fifth grader. I hope that helps some of you guys out there. I like to educate you guys, to empower you to make your own decisions, to try to prevent and even reverse disorders and diseases. And they're called disorders and diseases for a reason. There's no order and they're not easy. And when you reverse this damage that was done to your body, a lot of times symptoms go away and you don't need medicines. And a lot of times people come off their meds altogether. And I hope that, guys, helps you. So I just use a healthy yet simple way for you to use alternative treatments to make you feel better. Bye, guys. Oh, I'm now being known as the biohacker. Originally, it was holistic healer, and now biohacker.